Pain Eating Demon. My name is Raymond Nugent, aka Chronic Pain Eating Demon. How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone is feeling well. I hope everyone is feeling well. Yes, guys, Rockham coming to the Today Live, you know what I mean? Midday Live, you know. Rockham coming to this live, you know what I mean? Rockham coming to the live. Yeah. So we'll get to it. You know, you see the headline up there, you know, so we could get to it and talk about it. You know what I mean? So we could get to it and talk about it. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Hope everybody's getting their Christmas shopping done. You know, and finding what they need. You know, there's a lot of sales out there. You know, so you should be able to find what you need. And you know, hope everyone have a Merry Christmas when it comes. You know. So yes, guys, it's Chronic Pain Eating Demon once again in the house. How is everyone? Hope everyone is doing well. For all my friends in chronic pain, hope y'all are doing well. You know, enjoying your moments as they come day by day, and you know, get through your day the best way you know how you can. You know, because it's tough out there for all of us. You know, it's tough, but you know, we gotta keep going. We gotta keep it going. Yeah, we gotta keep it going. Yeah, it's tough, my friends. Especially when you're living with chronic pain. It's very tough. You know, when you're living with chronic pain, it's not easy. Any kind of chronic pain, you know, your neck, your back, your knees, you know, your ankles, any form of chronic pain that you're living with for over a period of time, I'm sure it bothers you tremendously. You know, tremendously. You know, so how was everyone doing? How was everyone doing? Hope we're all doing well and enjoying our holiday. Yes, guys, so you see the screen up there, you know, what it says. All right? How does pain affect you, you know, to do what you know, and hinder you from doing what you love? Because for me, I could tell you a lot, you know, how much it affects me, and I will tell you a lot, but I also want to hear from you guys, you know, your feedback as well. Let me know how it affects you and hinder you from doing what you love. You know, some people, you know, were playing sports, while others, you know, were doing other things. You know, and some people could also, you know, in car accidents and you know, accidents on the job. You know, you fall, and you know, you wind up with certain type of trauma where you have to live with chronic pain. You know, so yes, guys, how does it hinder you to go forward? Sometimes, you know, it's just like if you want to, you know, pull your arm to get something down, and let's say you have cervical issue, and you know, you put your hand up, try to pull your arm, and then you know, you start feeling the tension and that chronicness like back here, and it just radiates through your arms and stuff like that. You know, that is crucial to deal with. You know, very crucial. Especially sometimes, you know, if you have back pain and you try to clean up in your house just like a little bit, or maybe even cook a meal, you know, you see where, you know, you have to sit back and take a time out from time to time because the pain, the tolerance of the pain just like elevate the more you try to do anything active. So I have a lot of things that, you know, I would love to do personally that, you know, chronic pain hindered me from doing. And, you know, I went through it. It wasn't easy, but, you know, I had to, you know, come to myself and understand what I'm dealing with and what I can work with. Because they do tell you, especially the surgeons, as far as, you know, your mobility and the things you're able to do and capable to do. But sometimes, you know, for us, it's like mind over matter. especially myself. I try to do, quite a few things, and I learned the hard way that, it's not for me anymore. I mean, it was hard to like, let go and give stuff like that up, but it takes time. And if you guys, anyone who are just, new to chronic pain and you're just going through it, just remember it takes time, and just take it, day by day, pace by pace, and you'll see your results as long as you follow your regimens from your physical therapist, your surgeons, and also your psychologists or your psychiatrists. These people help you a lot, especially when you're going through chronic pain, and show you how you can go ahead and move on with your life, and just do what's right for yourself and your family. So yes, guys, we've been through so much when it comes on to chronic pain, especially sometimes when you're going food shopping, for example, and you try to get some food stuff from the aisle to aisle, and even though you have the shopping cart, you're pushing the shopping cart, but after a while, you feel that chronicness just comes on, and you have to like, wait a minute, let me just slow down, and try to do it step by step, because we try to follow the people that we see in the store, trying to match up their speeds, and just try to seem normal, but it doesn't work that way, because sometimes we hurt ourselves by trying to do those things, by keeping up with people, the ones who don't have these kind of injury that some of us have, so it's just the mind pushing us, like, yeah, and then we try to do it, and then we find out where we hurt ourselves, and then we have to take it down or stop and do some type of stretching just to alleviate the pain. Because I've been there where I have tried some of these things, and I learned from just my mistakes, and that I can't do these things anymore. It's very hard to to grasp. I mean, guys, it's very hard to to grasp. Very, very hard to grasp. It's not easy, but we have to come to terms with ourselves. That's why it's good sometimes to see psychologists or psychiatrists. When you're going through chronic pain, because they try to put you on a certain track, mentally, so you could deal with it, physically, and also go through, your physical therapies, like I said, and all the necessary stuff. Because chronic pain comes with a lot, especially when you have to deal with it, throughout your life. It's a day-to-day process. This day you get up, your mood is just not the best mood because of how you feel, how the pain is affecting you. Because sometimes, the weather, creates a big havoc for you, for us, when it comes on to chronic pain. And you might wake up and it's raining, and then suddenly you try to go to the bathroom, you walk to the bathroom, then you say to yourself, wait a minute, I just walked to the bathroom, how come, all of a sudden, I try to use the bathroom, and when I finish using the bathroom, I'm in so much pain. Because, you bend, you get up, and stuff like that, if you have to bend, or you stand, or you stoop, or whatever the case may be. But it's just that, it's like a light switch, it comes on, and then, we have to deal with it and tolerate it. And sometimes you just lay back in the bed and just hope it will pass, as, time goes by. Because these things happen to me, folks, so I had to learn how to live with it and deal with it, because mentally, it could create a havoc for us. So we have to start from a mental standpoint, where how we're going to tolerate and try to execute and deal with these type of chronic issues, especially now like Christmas time. For example, a person that you normally used to decorate your Christmas tree, and you have no problem, doing with your kids, and your spouse, or your wife, or whatever the case may be, your girlfriend, and then you're helping decorate the tree. That's something that you do normally, before you find yourself in chronic pain because of whatever reason, and then starting to decorate the Christmas tree, supposed to be, looking so simple. Next thing you know, because of you're bending up and down, it just comes right on by stretching, bending. Next thing you know, you feel like you've been hit by a truck. Hello, how are you? Hey, FYI, how are you? How are you? Nice to see you here. So you felt like you was hit by a Mack truck. That's how you feel. I make you a moderator. It makes you feel like you've been hit by a Mack truck. And so that's what chronic pain does. That's what chronic pain does. It's like a light switch. I made you a moderator. Thanks for being here. It's like a light switch. So it just comes on, and you know, you have to like take a time out, you know, go back and sit somewhere, and you know, just hope that it'll pass, you know, and pass like, you know, as fast as it can. But it takes time, you know. You have to take a time out, and then that's where the mood comes in, because you know you say to yourself, "My goodness, this is something that you know I've been doing over the years. Now you know I find myself where you know I have some chronic issues, and I can't even decorate my Christmas tree. You know, these things are frustrating, especially in these times. You know, so people that are living with chronic pain, these are a very frustrating time for us. You know, especially you know the ones who are living in the cold weather. You know, the weather creates a havoc. You know, and you know that just by saying that alone, you know, that you have to deal with. You know, the snow. You know, the cold winter rain. You know, stuff like that. You know, you have to try to move around, go see your doctors. You know, go to physical therapy, go to the gym. You know, all those things create havoc for you because you have to go in the car, and hopefully, you know, for some of us or most of us, you have a car that have heated seats. Because I tell you, heated seats works very well for me when I used to live up north. You know, in the cold weather. I tell you, the heated seats, when I go in the car and I put on the heated seats, I go back in the house, put on the heat, you know, stay in the house for a little while. You know, I might be in the kitchen making myself another cup of coffee. And by the time I finish my coffee, the car is warmed up and the heated seats is nice and warm. So for my back, you know, it's just nice. And, you know, it just like made me feel like, you know, I could manage and go through and do my little errands that I have to do. You know, so that works well for me. So if anyone out there in chronic pain that never really tried the heated seats, especially for your back, you know, if you have back injury, you know, try the heated seats because they work well, especially when you're in the cold weather. You know, and you know, I know for especially for the mothers, you know, and the wives, you know, husbands as well and kids, you know, they want to go out there and decorate the yard, you know, and for the one who's in chronic pain, you know, you try to help. But then you know you kind of feel left out because you know you can't keep up to the speed of your young kid, you know, or you know your spouse, and it bothers you because mentally it just plays with you, and then you know you have to come to terms with yourself and say, you know, wait a minute, let me just take it down for a second and say, you know what, I am going through what I'm going through, and I am not capable to move as fast as they are doing at the moment. You know, but give thanks, you know, that I'm still here and I'm still, you know, taking part in what we are all doing as a family. You know, that's more important when you think about it that way. You know, that you're there, you know, taking part. It doesn't matter if you can keep up, you know, but you know you're taking part. And also for the ladies who you like to be in the kitchen, and the gentlemen as well, you know, going through chronic pain, and we start making Christmas dinner. And next thing you know, by all those movements, you know, because you know you're preparing for family and friends, you know, put you in, you know, in a very chronic situation where pain is concerned, and then, like I said, it comes with mood swings. You know, that's just how it comes, intertwined. You know, and right there, you know, you have like this little mood change. You know, it could be temporarily, you know, but still, you know, you have that mood change, and the joy of what you were doing now becomes, you know, a pressure on you, you know, because you know you have to bear what you're doing, bear what you're feeling, and go through, you know, what you know you're trying to do as far as helping the family and friends. So we all been through it, guys. You know, make sacrifices sometimes, you know, with family and friends, you know, to help and do certain things because you know we still have to try to, you know, be a part of life, you know, be a part of society, you know, regardless of how we feel in chronic pain and stuff like that. And you know, for the ones who are struggling right now in the holiday season, you know, with chronic pain, just, you know, maybe just take a walk. Sometimes take a nice long walk, you know, especially if, you know, up in the north, you know, get some fresh air, you know, breathe, or you know what you do, just go to the mall and walk around. You see all these places decorated and hear Christmas songs. You know, maybe that could cheer you up and put you back in a better mood. Those things really help me. You know, I'm just telling you what really helped me back in my time. So yes, guys, as you saw the topic on what I said, how does pain affect you from doing, you know, what you love to do? You know, comment down below, guys. Don't be afraid to comment down below when you come in the chat room. Don't be afraid to give me a thumbs up. Leave your comments. Subscribe to the channel, and you know, share the channel, and tell a friend about this channel, Chronic Pain Demon. aka my name is Raymond Nugent, aka Chronic Pain Needle Demon, and I live with chronic pain, so I try to reach back out to people who are living with chronic pain, and I also do current stuff as well. Current events I talk about. Once it's legit, yeah, and also I have my clothing brand. Just type in The Wounded Lion, and you go to my website, go to my site, you see my merchandise, it's Christmas time. There's a lot of stuff right there, in my merchandise, where in my stuff, where you guys could purchase for husbands or wives or girlfriends or a child. You have the hoodies for people that living in the cold weather, nice T-shirts, different colors for people that live in warm weather, and also cold weather as well. You can wear it underneath because they're nice fitted shirts, just like you see this one. I have a couple of them for myself. I made sure I got myself about 6 of these. But I love black, so I got this color. So I have all this color. So go to The Wounded Lion, okay, and you will see where you could purchase these stuff from my store. For my friends overseas, I type it in, down there in the description. I type it in where you can find, The Wounded Lion. Just type in The Wounded Lion. I just type it in there for you guys. So I'll check out my merchandise. Christmas is coming, guys. You could, buy some stuff, for friends and family. We have nice different colors. Everything coordinated with, I have jerseys and stuff like that. A lot of people buying the jerseys. They like the jerseys. And also the hoodies. It's a hot seller. So check them out, guys, for the Christmas time. You will enjoy, shopping, in my online store. Okay. So The Wounded Lion. Don't forget, you can check it out. And guys, I do super chat as well. I don't mention it that much, but don't be afraid to give me a super chat. Come on in. You could be a member of the channel as well. There's good perks for members. So you're welcome to come on in and join the channel and support the channel as well. To help us grow bigger and better and do bigger things. So yes, so Chronic Pain Needle Demon. I'm here with you guys today. Chit chatting. Enjoying our day. Hope you guys are enjoying your day as I am, because I woke up this morning, went to the gym. Yes, went to the gym this morning. First of all, when I woke up, I got my coffee. That's a must. I had my coffee, and I had a half banana. Because I know I was going to the gym, so I don't want to feel that sluggish. So I had a half a banana. Went to the gym with my bottle of water. Did my 35 to 45 minute workout this morning. Because I walk for like about 15, 20 minutes, and then I do light stuff just to keep up. So I did all that this morning. Walk back home, take a shower, and then because the gym is downstairs, so everything is so convenient. Thank God for that. So then I just went back, take a shower, nice hot shower, eat the rest of my banana, and I had me another cup of coffee, and after that I started my errands. Of course I took my shower, and start my errands. And I said, what, let me just jump on and do a live while, I have some time, some blank time, where I could get on and do a live. Because I haven't done a live in a few days, and I'm trying to catch up and keep up with more lives. So, yes, folks, so like I said, don't be discouraged, guys, for the ones who are going through chronic pain in this time, Christmas time, because I know it's very tough, to deal with that now, especially like I explained earlier, when you really want to decorate and take part in what's going on in the house and around the house in Christmas time. Don't feel left out. It doesn't matter if you could just move like in slow motion, or it doesn't matter if you could even just be there as company, to the person who's decorating or the person who's cooking. You could just sit, grab a seat, and sit there as a company, and you guys could chit chat and talk about old times, your family and friends, things that you guys used to do back in school, growing up, stuff like that, and make the conversation, nice and spicy while, they're doing the nice and spicy stuff on the stove as well. It's all about a blend, how you treat it. So just do what you can, to make the crowd, around you feel like, you're a part of them, and make you feel like, you're not left out. So do what you can, just try, You know, just don't be sitting there and stay, by yourself, in a corner and be feeling sorry for yourself and, be stressed out because also stress is a very, very heavy time for stress also, and especially with people with chronic pain. This time is a very heavy time for them to feel stress. So, guys, please, if you feel stressed out, talk to a family member, talk to your doctor, talk to your psychologist. If you don't have one, I recommend you get a psychiatrist or a psychologist, and you guys can sit back and try to work out, what you're going through. If it's even a couple of sessions, I'm sure you'll walk away with something or, that, resonate to you that makes you feel a little bit better about yourself and that you can move on and do good things. All right? So, yes, guys, thank you for your support today because, I just wanted to do a short live today, just to come on and just chit chat with you guys for a moment because I know this time of year, we have people, especially who are living in chronic pain, the stress level sometimes could be very high and tedious. So I feel for those folks, and for myself as well, because not because I've had so many years of physical therapy and psychological therapy, that don't mean I don't have my moments. I do have my flare-up moments, but because of the good teaching I got from my psychologist, I know how to deal with it, and just don't beat up on myself right now. Because back then I used to beat up on myself constantly, constantly. Especially when I go walking and I notice that I can't go no more because the pain is so horrendous. Of course, I beat up on myself. I used to feel sorry for myself. I used to be in a dark place, where I would never wish on no one, because I was in a place where I think I wasn't going to come out. There was no way out for me. That's how I felt. You know what I mean? I just felt like there was no way out for me. So, yeah. So the shirt, the lion, and at the bottom, of course, like you see, I have who feels it knows it, at the bottom, of the shirt. Yeah, and that's how, chronic pain, the shirts fit. Nice fitted shirts, you know what I mean? Nice fitted shirts, guys, and ladies, they're nice fitted shirts, So yeah, I have them in all different colors. And like I said, I have hoodies and sweaters and jerseys as well. And, cut off sleeve stuff, for the ladies, and all that stuff. So yes, my folks, so this is a very tough time, for, like I said earlier, for people who are going through chronic pain, and other stuff. Because chronic pain, the area and the umbrella is so huge, so there's, we need more people on board, to talk about this, and explain for the folks who are going through it, that they're not alone and, there's help out there. Because I want to say something, guys, I never really say much. For people in chronic pain, I tell you the suicide rate is very high. Very high. For people that live with chronic pain, the suicide rate is very high. And we're trying to cut that down, and narrow it down, to zero. Because I've been living with chronic pain now for almost 17 years. And when I think back of my journey, it wasn't easy. But day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, it gets to where I could tolerate and deal and try to live with, And like I said, I do have my moments and my flare-ups. But because of how I, apply myself, when I go see my psychologist, make sure I listen, take notations, and, just do what, and practice what we talk about. And it helps me a lot, to propel me to where I'm at today. You know what I mean? The conversations that we talk about helps me a lot to propel me because it makes me feel stronger and say, you know what, Ray, I can handle this. Sometimes you do need someone to talk to when you're going through chronic issues because don't take it up all on your own and by yourself. So that's where sometimes it creates a havoc where, you find yourself in a state of depression because, you just keep everything to yourself. Yeah, because it could make you very depressed, and especially at a time like this in Christmas season, holiday season, it makes people also even more depressed, because the weather is for one thing that, creates the havoc. It's harder for you to move around. I mean, if it's snow or if it's snowing in your part of the woods, it's harder for you to move around. And, it's just create a havoc that, people face different challenges, you know, and sometimes it's just that some of us just feel like we can't get over that hump, you know. But with good training and good practice, you know, you can do it, you know, because it's not that hard. You know, just keep trying, and you know, you'll get there. You know, you'll get there because it took a lot of trial for me and tribulations to get to where I'm at today, and so I could balance myself and you know, speak to you guys, give back to you guys when it comes down to chronic pain and the knowledge and how I deal with it and tolerate it. You know, like I explain in a lot of my videos, guys, I do a lot of exercise, swimming for one, you know, helps a lot. You know, the light exercise that I talk about, walking, you know, if you could ride your bike, ride your bike. I can't ride like one of those bikes on the street, like, you know, the bicycle. So I have to ride a stationary bike in there that I can lean back and rest my back on there because I can't do all of that stuff, you know, and continue riding the bike because, you know, with spinal fusions that I have, you know, I can't do certain things, you know, in a certain way. You know, my movements are very limited, you know, and it does bother me. Of course it does, you know, because I can't go out and enjoy and jump around like I want to. You know, I'm scared of falling, you know. Thank God so far I haven't fallen. You know, I'm scared of falling because, you know, if I fall, I know, you know, I might hurt myself severely. So, yeah, I always have to be aware, you know, and where I'm at, and, you know, just be careful of, you know, my steps that I take, and be more sensitive to, you know, my surrounding, you know, when it's time to go, it's time to go. You know, no matter how much the fun is, but, you know, when it's time to go, when, you know, you get to where, you know, you can't tolerate your pain anymore, it's time to go. Because it's no sense to beat up on yourself and, you know, make your day a sad day for you. That turned out, you know, you had a great time in the morning and then you go out to do, enjoy yourself, and it becomes a sad time. You know, enjoy as much as you can, you know, and bring as much comfort you can for yourself, you know, because we used to worry about other people. I remember when I used to use a cane, you know, especially up north, when I used to use a cane. At first, I didn't really want to use a cane because I felt so embarrassed because I'm like, I'm so young and I have to use a cane. But before the cane, I start with a walker, okay, after my surgeries. And I tell you, I felt, oh my goodness, I felt like, wow, you know, this is what my life comes to. But, you know, we have to start from, you know, somewhere to get to, you know, point A, to start from point A to get to point B, you know, C and E and D, you know. So, yeah, I start with a walker, slowly, step by step, you know, went home, start with, after the walker, you know, with the cane, a couple of weeks, couple of months, a month turns to year turns to about 2 years, walk with the cane, and from there, gradually start walking on myself when I learned how to balance myself properly, you know. But I took a lot of physical therapy, you know, and also a lot of support from a lot of friends and family, you know. But if you have to put your mind to it, because if you don't put your mind to it, then you know, you're not going to see the result that you want to see, you know, because it's very tough, you know, living with chronic pain, very tough, especially when you're living in a cold weather. It's very tough. It's not easy, guys, because I lived it for I think I lived it for like about 6-7 years, you know, in the cold weather. I'm just trying to tolerate and deal with it. It didn't really work so well for me because when it comes down to the winter, I was always sad, you know. I'm a guy that I love the fall. You know, sometimes in the fall the pain is so, you know, it's bothering me, but at least I could still move around a little bit. But when the winter comes around, I just shut down because the body just shuts down, and I'm just sitting there looking through the window, you know, because it's so cold outside. And it used to bother me, even though I used to go see the psychologist, but it still bothers me because I feel like, you know, I can't take part, you know. And I just started, you know, going out, start walking around, go to the mall, walk around, you know, like I discussed with my psychologist, you know, maybe go to New York, you know, walk around. And that's what I used to do. You know, if I'm bored, you know, just go to the city, walk around. And, you know, you see joyful people, joyful things, and it cheers up your mood. You know, take a ride or, you know, just go, you know, something like that, you know, it would help you. Put on your favorite music, you know, anything you have to do to get you out of that funk. You know, because, hey, guys, I want everyone to have a nice and happy and Merry Christmas, you know, because, you know, last Christmas, you know, it wasn't so great for a lot of people, you know, so I hope this Christmas, you know, is a lot better, and where you're going to have fun with your friends and family. So yes, guys, thank you for being here today. And like I always say, who feels it, knows it. Peace.